one of the reasons that I'm on my cell phone, I wanted to show you guys, someone had left a comment about how they didn't think that they could start a YouTube channel until they had a lot of equipment. And I want to say that is not true. So today I'm just showing you, it's not even high tech. I'm going off of my cell phone just to show you. You can totally do this too, you guys. Please don't let it discourage you. So hey Samir, how's it going? Thanks for being here. I did ask you guys on YouTube in the community section, hey Ali B, if you guys wanted to see a Q&A, sorry, not a Q&A, but like a live video, and if you wanted it to be on Saturday or Sunday. And so you guys did vote. You guys chose today, so I wanted to make sure, if you guys can hear me, can you give a thumbs up on this video? Because for some reason, I'm not seeing anything happen. So I know that I saw a couple of people give a chat message, but for some reason it's not working for me. So let me know if you guys are seeing that. Help me out here. Yes, thumbs up, yay, yay. And I don't know if you guys know this, but all of your comments go away. So after this live stream, if you guys want a comment, make sure to come back and leave it. Oh, good. Okay, now I have a chat window. I got to figure out how to see this. And one other thing, I didn't want to have the chat window up on the screen because apparently sometimes it makes you guys dizzy. So I want to be cognizant of that. So, okay, sweet. I've got some people on here. You guys have thumbs up. Yay. Hello, Ali, Alexander, be more like Inya, Terrell. Hey, how's it going? So if you see me looking down, it's because I have my computer down here and I want to be able to respond or type into your questions. So I asked you guys if you had any particular questions, and you guys sent in a few, so I want to get those answered, as well as if you guys have them, leave them as a comment, okay? So someone asked me, Sorelli Garcia, you asked me what my favorite emoji was, and I would think fairly obvious, but my favorite emoji is the double pink hearts. I usually will try and leave that on most of my comments, so that is my favorite emoji. Okay, thank you for that question. Okay, let me see what else here. Andrew, if you're out there, my fellow tube buddy guy, okay. You asked me a really hard question, and I don't want to avoid it. I'm going to go with a hard question first because I was like, oh gosh, I don't even know. It says, what do you think is your biggest challenge going into 2018, and how do you plan to face it? Man, I know you asked this like an hour and a half ago, and I don't even think I've thought about it. But I think one of the biggest problems I see for myself is being able to have the time management skills to get out all of the content that I want to get out, organizing all of my thoughts and getting my Trello board in order, trying to come up with like a calendar of content. I have so much that I'm trying to get like done. Like I know some of you guys know, you guys want, one of my goals is to get like YouTube certified and stuff like that. And so to do that, usually you have to go online and take these quizzes and do different things. So I'm trying to get ready in the mindset to get ready to do all of that kind of stuff. So I would just say right now, especially with working full time and everything, it's time management, getting all that done. I believe that Trello is very, very helpful for stuff like that. So if you guys haven't checked out Trello, maybe you should, because it's like a really easy organizational board. And you can kind of pin stuff and have categories and okay. Let's see here. You guys had some other questions and I want to pull those up. And then I also pulled up some questions from the internet on just like random get to know you tag, because I kind of feel like that's the whole point of this video, because there have been a lot of new people coming in since, you know, everything that's been going on recently. So I want to make sure that some of you guys actually know who I am. So give me 1 second while I look this up here. Go into my community tab and answer all your questions. What do you guys think of the community tab? Are you guys enjoying seeing like the comments there and having people like ask you questions and stuff? I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. Okay, here we go. Someone asked, do you love me? And I gave you a double heart back. That is Macari. There you go, double hearts for you. Let's see. What is the one thing you've done in your life that was so awesome you'd do anything to experience it again? You guys, You guys have the hardest questions. Candace Williams, thank you for your question. I would say maybe a year and a half ago or so, I had the chance to go to Italy and travel to like Venice and different places while I was there, and that was unbelievable. And so in general, I like traveling, and I would love, love, love to go back there. Such great food, coffee, wine, all of that stuff. So I really, really like that. Crystal Martin, you asked, what is your favorite thing to do in your spare time? And if you could pick one eyeshadow palette to use all the time, which one would it be? Ooh, those are 2 questions. You snuck 2 questions in there. That's good though. Favorite thing to do in my spare time? I know this is weird, but I actually watch a lot of like YouTube and TV and movies and Netflix like episodes, so I really do enjoy like kind of being home, watching those shows, and just kind of like hanging out and being at home with like my puppies and my husband, and I like it. So I would say that if I could pick only one eyeshadow palette, that's a hard one. Maybe I would go with the Jaclyn Hill palette, only because there are, you know, like 35 shades, so many colors to choose from. And it's pretty versatile. I wish there were some other colors in there, but no, I think that's a really good palette. So, oh, I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually, insider secret guys, I actually picked up 2 or 3 extra of the Jaclyn Hill palettes that are gonna be going into like my next giveaway. And that's another thing, you guys. I asked, what's kind of a better reason to be celebrating a giveaway? Is it going to be like my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube, or like if I hit a certain subscriber number? And you guys were kind of leaning more towards the whole, I think it's better if you do it on your anniversary, which it's coming up in January. And so I think I'm going to probably do that. I think it's a good reason to celebrate. Also, January is my birthday month. So any of you others out there that are January birthdays, yay for January. Okay, so Glow. You asked me, what do I do for a living? And so you guys, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I do it in my not spare time, because that's laughable, but I do it in my non-working hours. I do work full-time at a tech company, and so yeah, I work in tech. Let's see here. Courtney and Carly, oh, thanks guys for being here. If you have one superpower, what would it be? One superpower. I'd like the ability to fly. I don't know why, but it would just be really cool to kind of be not in traffic, because I do commute to work, and so sometimes I don't like that, but like just being out there. And hey Jolene, how's it going? Oh, Jolene. I think being able to fly and get to places like quickly and stuff. There's so many places that I want to go to and travel and see, and the ability to fly would definitely get me there without having to pay airline prices. Let's see here. Chanel Fauna, you said, what is your favorite skincare product? Whew, that is a hard one. I am getting kind of into more and more skincare, especially in the winter when my skin is getting drier. I don't know if I have a complete favorite, but I have some good stuff that I've been trying recently. I've been trying some stuff from Purlisse, Derma E, the Goodall company, so I have a whole bunch of those. Jolene, you're actually supposed to be asleep. What time is it where you are? Where are you? I am in Seattle, so right here it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what time it is where you are. Okay. Celeste Prado asked, what is your favorite drink? I enjoy a peppermint white mocha from Starbucks or wherever. That's my go-to drink. My favorite health snack. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I'm not very healthy. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if I would qualify a health snack. I do enjoy smoothies from like Emerald City Smoothie, or I guess you guys may not have that where you are. It would be more like a Jamba Juice or something like that. South Africa. It's 11:20 p.m. Wow. Wow. It is amazing, right? South Africa in the house. Okay. What made me want to do YouTube? I would say that I was really enjoying a lot of the makeup videos, and then I was like, oh, I really want to see someone not only just like myself, but someone a little bit like more real, like who struggles with makeup and is just sharing. So that's kind of what made me want to do that. Okay, So I think I got through most of your questions. Oh no, I didn't. I lied. Squishy Fairy, you asked, am I a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian? I am not a vegetarian, although I did try once to be a vegetarian. I don't know if you guys have ever done it or tried it. Some people do it for health purposes. I tried to be a vegetarian for a while, for about a month, after I watched this horrible PETA video about KFC and chickens and life in general and stuff. So I did it for about a month, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it might be, and I ended up getting a lot of those Morningstar sausage patty kind of things and like chopping them up and putting them in tomato sauce and making like pasta out of it. And then I think after just like 1 month, I got so hungry one night, and I was so hangry, you know, where you're like hungry and angry, where I went out and I got like a double cheeseburger, and then I stopped being vegetarian at that point. But I do think about it a lot. I do think that like, just some of the things that happen to animals and stuff, yeah, I'm not totally cool with. So sometimes I think, yes, I should be more vegetarian, or like at least reduce the amount of meat that I try to consume. It weighs on me sometimes when I think about it. Okay, is that most of the comments? Okay, here are some more questions. What is my favorite color? If you guys have been watching my videos, you would know that it is purple. How tall are you? As far as being an Asian goes, for a female, apparently a lot of people tell me I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'7", so there you go on that one. Do I like cats or dogs? I have 2 puppies. I call them puppies even though, you know, like Cooper is 8 years old or whatever, but I still call them puppies. So I have 2 puppies, but I grew up with cats and dogs, and I like cats as well. But right now I would say, if I had to pick one, I would say dogs. And how many countries have you visited? Ooh, that's a good question. I have visited Mexico, and I've been over in Italy, and I've been in Canada once, and I've been in, Sweden? So I guess not very many. Let's see. Did I go to college? Yes, I did go to college, graduated. Yes. We want to hear something funny. I studied sports psychology. Who studies sports psychology, right? My favorite drink, yep, answered that one, peppermint. White mocha from Starbucks or somewhere else. And if it's a adult beverage, I would say my favorite drink is Chambord and pineapple, and Chambord is like a berry liqueur. You mix it with pineapple juice. It kind of tastes like grape juice. Okay, what is my favorite animal? I would say my dogs, because they're so darn cute. My favorite perfume. That's really hard, because oh, hey Nick, how's it going? I like a lot of different perfumes, and that's why I am a member also of Scentbird, which is kind of like Netflix for perfumes. They send you like a 30-day supply, and it's $14.95, and you don't have to buy a huge bottle, and so I like that a lot. In fact, I think there's a code in the description box if you guys want to try it out. I think you get like a bit of a discount. Hey Luna, how's it going? What sports have I played? Okay, so when I was in high school, okay, actually before high school, I was a gymnast for a lot of years. So I was in gymnastics for a really long time, and then after I stopped doing gymnastics, I was doing, you know, like some dance, so like ballet and jazz. I did, let's see, I was on the swimming team, so diving. I did track for a season. I played tennis. I was a cheerleader, so I did a lot of that, and then when I went off to college, I was a cheerleader there as well as on the dance team. Yeah, so a lot of sports, and I don't want to get into a whole debate about whether cheerleading is a sport. I like to think yes, yes it is. You can disagree with me, that's fine. Let's see here. What sports do I like? I love football. I live in Seattle. I am a huge Seahawks fan. I've had season tickets there for a really long time. What's my favorite movie? I would say Armageddon. I know it's so bad. Or Pitch Perfect. I just love those. And Anna Kendrick, is she not like the best thing ever? Am I single or taken? I'm married, so he put a ring on it, and so not single. Taken. What is the idea of an ideal first date? I don't like necessarily when people go to the movies on their first date as like the main part of it, and I get it, but like you're silent for, you know, 2 hours, and then maybe you get out of the movie and you have a little bit of time to talk about like, what'd you think of the movie, or what'd you think of the movie? But ideally, like maybe going to coffee, having, you know, some interaction, doing something like interactive, like mini golf or something might be a more fun kind of first date, because you're also, it's kind of playful. You know, you can see if they're competitive. Everyone kind of stinks at mini golf, right? So, or like, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Do I speak any other languages? No, I wish I did. I know a couple words in Spanish and not even good ones. So mini golf is a great first date. Thank you. I think that, oh, Samantha, you're here. I tried to write you a message and for some reason it wouldn't let me in the community tab, so I wrote it somewhere else, and I think I added you. And I was like, hey, we're doing it today since you were asking. What are my favorite TV shows? I would say I love Friends. Friends is still one of my favorites. I know it's so long ago, but sometimes like it's just so good. I'll put it on in the background, and it's really easy to get work done and stuff because it's in the background and I don't have to pay attention to it, but it's still funny. Favorite restaurant? There's a restaurant here in Seattle called Canlis, C-A-N-L-I-S. If you're coming to Seattle, it might be a fun one to go to. It's one of those like super fancy where you get dressed up, and maybe if you're lucky, you go there once a year to celebrate like a really special occasion, because it's really like kind of fancy and fun, and it's like an experience, and like you're there for a couple hours. There's also, along those same lines, there's one called, it's called the Herb Farm, and it's kind of fun because like you go there and you think it's like, oh my gosh, it's 3 or 4 hours, but they're pairing like seasonal foods and wines, and like it's just, there's storytelling, and it's just a really fun night and experience. So I really like that. But not to say that it's all fancy stuff. You can come over here and go to, I don't know if you guys know Seattle, but there's like a burger chain called Dick's. I don't know if YouTube will censor me and give me a big, you can't monetize any of the videos because you just swore or said sexually suggestive stuff in it, but you can go there and get like a cheeseburger for like $1.90 or something like that. And it's been an institution forever. People sing about it, you know, like Macklemore and Sir Mix-a-Lot and stuff like that. Yep, that's a restaurant here, totally. How would you describe your fashion sense? Pretty lazy, but like optimistic for the future. I'd like to think that maybe I could get better in the future. My life is cherry cola. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here. PC or Mac for my everyday driver at work and actually at home. I use a Mac computer. I have a Windows computer. I don't use it that often, but no, I use a Mac. What phone do I have? I think you guys know I have an iPhone 10. Speaking of iPhone 10s, hello, Briola Nugent. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I love Tati Westbrook, and she is doing a giveaway that just got released today. She's giving away iPhone 10s as well, so any of you who are sad, you know, that are like, oh gosh, I never went, she's giving away a chance to win a whole bunch of iPhones, which is really, really cool. Sorry, I think I missed some questions. Nick Quest says, rules of dating is no movies and no nightclubs. I would say maybe once after, yeah, you're dating for a little while, go to dinner, go to a movie, go to dinner and talk about the movie, whatever. Then it's good. Maybe not like as the first date though. I just don't think it's a good first date. Umar Ali Gaming. Which camera do you use? My usual for shooting videos is the Canon EOS 80D. I'm shooting today on my iPhone 10. I think I said it earlier in the video, but I was trying to make a point to someone that you can totally do lives and, you know, shoot videos off of your cell phone. You don't always have to have fancy equipment. So I'm just trying to show them like, hey, here it is. This is my cell phone. It's nothing fancy. You can do this too if, you know, if you have 100 subscribers, you can do live off your phone, but if you don't, you can still shoot the video on your iPhone and then upload it to YouTube. Totally, you can do that as well. You can use like a webcam that's already built into your computer, or like a cheap one that has a mic built into it, like the Logitech C920. I think when you get it on sale, it's maybe around $50. So you don't have to spend a ton of money on your equipment when you're first getting started with YouTube. Let's see here. What's the best iPhone X case for protection and fashion? Ooh, that's difficult because those are two different things, you know? So fashion, I think is different from function. I don't know. That's a hard, actually, I don't know if you guys saw the video that Kimberly just put up like maybe 1 day ago, 2 days ago, where she was talking about the OtterBox case. And, you know, long time ago, I used to sell cell phones, and I remember thinking OtterBox cases were like, those are rugged, those are good, but like, they're never cute. I know that sounds awful, but they're really good at protecting, you know, so I don't know. That's a hard question. Okay. What type of flowers do I like? Okay, that's a good one. I like calla lilies. I like roses. I like all flowers. They're all pretty, right? Yeah, they're all pretty. Okay, let me see here if I missed any of your guys' questions. I'm so glad you guys are here, hanging out. If you've made it this far into the video, will you give this video a thumbs up? I mean, you can do it in the chat section too, but give it a thumbs up on the video itself. That would be awesome. Let us see. And I'm only not looking at you because I'm trying to go through the comments, okay? Let's see here. Mini golf is a good first date. Guys, message has been retracted. I don't know what you said. I'm sorry. What is my least favorite color? Ooh, you guys. Ooh, that's a good one. Sometimes I'm not crazy about like Halloween pumpkin orange. It can look good in certain situations, but maybe not that. Do I prefer drugstore or high-end makeup? Let me just say sometimes I don't feel that some high-end makeup is worth it. I feel like you can get a lot of really good options at the drugstore. And I know some people like poo-pah about like, oh, it's drugstore. And I'm like, no, there's some really good stuff at the drugstore. And I don't know why some people, like, you can go get Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation and it's $8 and it performs just as well as maybe like the Lancome Tainty Doll, which is like $45, you know? There are good things out there. Totally. You know, a lot of people really like the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. I think they have some really good stuff. Their bronzers are maybe $12, which $15, but you can always get it on sale or something. I don't think it's worth necessarily spending the Marc Jacobs price to get the huge pan. Like, there are definitely a lot of things at the drugstore that are good, but there's also a lot of like not good stuff at the drugstore either. I'll just put that out there. What is on my lips? Z Johnson. It is the, I just got this here. It is the Melted Latex Too Faced Liquefied High Shine Lipstick in the color Hopeless Romantic. And I have this Buxom gel, you know, lip gloss on top. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see. What did you guys say? $50 is like our 750 Rand in South Africa. Whew, man, I'm so sorry. And every time I always see, I'm in a lot of different makeup groups and forums, and they're always talking about like, this is such a big deal. Some company is doing international shipping for free. And I just take that for granted because it's like, oh, if you spend over a certain amount, you know, you get free shipping a lot of the times in the US. But like some of the other, you know, like even Canada, which is pretty close, like they'll be like, oh yeah, it's $22 to ship this one item. And I'm like, what? That's more than the product cost. And they're like, yeah, that's why it's such a big deal. So I feel bad for sometimes when you're international and you can't get some of the stuff. So I'm sorry. I feel your pain. Do I watch anime? No. I mean, I've watched a few, like the Miyazaki movies, you know, like Spirited Away and Castles in the Sky, Kiki's Delivery Service, but I haven't watched a lot of other anime. So if you guys have really awesome, like, product recommendations or movie recommendations, let me know, because it's not something that I've always watched, but I watch a lot of Netflix and stuff, so tell me if there's something good. Let's see. Drugstore stuff, high-end luxury stuff. You know, there's some really good, when I was in, so I went to England. Oh yeah, so I've been there. And as another country that I visited. And you guys have, I think it's called Boots, was your guys's drugstore. So it's kind of maybe our equivalent to Walgreens or, you know, Bartell's here. And you guys had, I remember at the time, I was really excited, Sleek, S-L-E-E-K makeup products there, which we didn't have access to here in the United States. So I was like going and like purchasing stuff in the Boots and bringing makeup home. I was really excited. And then also Kiko Milano or something like that. Kiko Cosmetics was also, like, I found it in Italy or somewhere in one of those random, like, it was at the train station, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get this while I'm here because I can't get it while I'm here. So there are some brands that you guys have that we don't have access to as well. So sometimes, I don't know if that makes up for it, just putting that out there. When I went to Sweden, I was so fascinated about going into the Sephora store there. Call me a makeup geek or whatnot, but I went in there and I was just like, what displays are here that are different that we would not see in the United States? So I took some video of it. I thought it was fascinating to me, but okay. Let's see here. Would I ever do a makeup collection? Are you asking like a makeup tour? This was Sila, because I do have a video, the makeup room collection tour, and I made that one, and it's on my channel as well. So if you want to see that one, if you're interested in seeing kind of the makeup collection, how I store it, that video is available totally. There's this show called RWBY. It's really good. I definitely recommend for anime, and I recommend Erased. Okay, thanks Luna. Thanks for the recommendation. Okay, and Briola, you're saying watch Clannad and After Story and Koi no Katachi, tearjerker. Oh no, I don't know. I don't like to like super cry. I don't like things that are super scary, super violent, or super like emotional. I don't know. I have to be in the right mood for that stuff. I went to go see Wonder a couple weekends ago, and I very rarely get emotional, but I kind of actually like started tearing up though, and I was like, oh gosh, I can't tell anyone. I can't tell anyone. I have feelings. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so Cheyenne asked, have you ever used Milani products? Yes, I've used the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. They have a couple of these blushes. Actually, yeah, I have like 3 of their blushes, and let me see here. I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, so I have these that I got at Gen Beauty. These are Coral Beams and Berry Rays. So these are really fun like blushes that I have from Milani. So I like these ones a lot. And they have like, oh, and I just got one from Ulta, the Luminoso blush that Tati's always raving about, and like that peachy coral shade. So I just got that blush as well. Really excited for that one too. So yes, I do like Milani. Do you start vlogs in 2018? Umar Ollie Gaming. I'm not always the biggest fan of vlogs. I think I would have to be a lot bigger of a channel and then have a ton of people requesting me to do vlogs, honestly. One, I don't think my life is that interesting. I don't think I would do it unless I was like a fuller time YouTuber, because you guys don't want to come to like work and like that's boring. I don't think, I don't know how to say this without sounding kind of like a jerk, but like I'm kind of nobody special. Like, so it always like makes my heart feel warm that you guys actually care and are here and, you know, comment and stuff like that. But I remember like once, the first time that I was like maybe chatting with Kimberlea or like ran up to her in person or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing to meet you. Like, I've been watching and I'm like a fan, you know, and she was like, no, stop. I'm just a regular person. I'm just a regular girl. And I remember that moment, and I was just like, oh, you're so nice, but like so real and humble and grounded. And I think that's just one of the reasons that I get along with her really well. And then it's only recently where a few people have actually like come up to me, like not come up to me in person, because like usually no one ever recognizes me in person, but like online, and they're like, oh wow, like I can't believe you responded to a comment or anything like this. And I'm like, why? I'm just a regular person. I'm like a nobody online. Like, you wrote a comment, of course I want to like respond to you. I don't know. So I kind of got that moment, like maybe she had that moment where I was like, no, I'm just a regular person. I'm just a regular person. Let's see. Any advice on how to start a YouTube channel? So Briola, I am not going to ignore your question, but I did a almost 2-hour live stream about this same topic last week. And there were a whole bunch of questions that were asked, and there was a couple times that I went off and ranted, but yeah, I would say go watch that video, and if you still have any other questions, like let me know. But I have a playlist, you know, it's like YouTube 101, including when I did some public speaking at an event, which was like Seattle YouTube Day, which was things I wish I would have known when starting a YouTube channel. So I think that, plus I have where I was at Seattle YouTube meetup and I did a presentation on like how to get more views, and then the video about that I just did last week. I think if you were to watch those videos, you would have a really good jumping off point. But if you don't want to watch just me, I would recommend checking out like Roberto Blake and, you know, like Amy Schmittauer, Sunny Lenarduzzi, Tim Schmoyer, Daryl Evans, Think Media TV, sorry, his other channel is Video Influencers. All of those channels will help you get going, but like don't watch too long. I would say the biggest piece of advice I would say is like go out and get started. Just get started. Super excited. Tell me, what kind of channel do you want to have? Let me know what kind of channel you want to have, Briola. Let's see here. Did I go to college? Yes, I did. Graduated too. Although what's really funny is I told my dad, I was like, I don't even know if I like college. This was after my first year. So I grew up on like Eastern Washington, and it was like really dry there. It's more of a desert. And then where I went to college, it was like super, super rainy. It was a record-setting year for rain. And I remember coming home at one point, maybe winter break, and it's just like, Dad, the sun never shines, and I'm so depressed, and I don't want to keep going back there. And he's like, yeah, we'll talk about it next year. And I would just be like, I don't want to go back. And he's like, here, I'll tell you what, though. College, the only thing sometimes that it's truly good for is proving to other people that you can finish what you started. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true. Because he's like, in the end, you're not going to get so much better of a job if you know, graduated with a 3.9 GPA versus a 4.0. So he's like, you know, go, have the experiences, but finish what you start. And I think that was good advice because it did make me persevere through. So that was fun. Would I rather have all Milani or all Maybelline? Ooh, well, I think that Maybelline has a lot more products in their collection than Milani does. So if I were to go for quantity, I might choose Maybelline, but in general, I tend to prefer the quality and products in general of Milani, so I might choose Milani. Oh, you know what? I've also tried, they have an eye pencil, so I have tried more things from Milani. So I do enjoy Milani a lot, so I might choose that. Let's see here. Do you have a fun thing to do when you are bored? Because I start school in 18 January again, and I am already bored. Oh, Jolene. Sometimes I think that if you can do something that is free and do something that makes you a more well-rounded or educated type person, I kind of like to do those activities. So that could be like listening to podcasts, or like learning how to like do art or draw or something, or, you know, learning to play guitar, or learning a language online, or like those types of things where you can kind of, even at the end of the day, if you feel like, I don't know if I'm accomplishing that much, but at the end of the year you realize, oh wow, now I can speak Italian or whatever it is. I tend to try and do, or prefer to do stuff like that. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Okay. And I do watch a lot of YouTube. You'd be surprised how your day gets sucked away sometimes when you're doing YouTube, right? All of a sudden you were like, how to start a YouTube channel, how to stay motivated. All of a sudden it's like baby sea otters holding hands, and you're like, oh, and then you forgot everything you were actually trying to do online. Oh yeah, you learned how to knit. That's awesome. See, actually one of my coworkers is huge into knitting, and she actually went away to like a retreat where you just meet up with other knitters and you could take classes on different techniques, and all you had to do was pay for the specific materials for that type of class. But like, she showed me her schedule, you know, it was like at this 3-hour time block I'm doing this one, and then here I'm learning about knotting. She was very excited about it. So you might want to check and see if there's stuff like that in your area, and you can even, you know, look at YouTube videos for those types of things. So I thought that was cool. In fact, there was a very short period of time where I learned how to knit. My grandmother was teaching me, and I think, you know, I did like the common first thing that everyone does, like you make a square that you say is like a pot holder. but isn't. You know, where you make something about that, about a friendship bracelet long, and you say it's a scarf for your Barbie. I don't know. If you guys are still here hanging in, I just realized the time is almost 35 minutes in. Will you give that like button a like, a smash? Smash it down, would ya? I am seeing 19 of you did that. Thank you. Appreciate you doing it on the video and not just in the comment section. And sad face, I know the comments do go away after the video, so if you want to come back, leave a comment. That would be awesome. TDK Gamers, you wanted a shout out. There you go. TDK Gamers was here, guys. Let's see here. Oh wow, you left your message twice. Well, I did it. I can barely sew a hole in my leggings. Okay, you know what, Luna? I don't want you to feel bad because, okay, if you want to learn how to sew, I have a friend with a sewing channel, and it's called The Sewing Report. Her name is Jennifer. I'm so proud of her. She just recently quit her job. She was like a news producer, so she was a full-time worker and YouTuber on the side. She's now making the transition into working on YouTube full-time. I'm so happy for her. And her channel, The Sewing Report, teaches everyone for like the love and idea of sewing. And actually, when I was talking to her in different Facebook groups and whatnot, I was like, oh man, you guys, I really do want to learn how to sew, and it's such a good skill. And I actually ended up buying a a sewing machine. And you know, it took me a year to unbox it, and I finally, you know, loaded the thread and bobbin and loaded it all up. And I think I made like one thing, you know, like a test. So, but I was like, I have done something. I still have pants in my closet that I've been waiting for more than a year to like hem because they're so long, and I want to. So yes, I should watch more of her videos, and she does live streams, I think every Sunday too, which is always great. And she's such a nice person. So if you want to learn how to sew, you can go check her out. Okay, let's see here. Nick Quest. I know, you're here, man. Do you need a shout out too, Nick? You've been with me since before I had 700 subscribers, so I know who, you know, the real OG subscribe fam is. Okay, what do I think of the idea? Oh, Briola, what did I miss? Okay, let me go back real quick. Hold on one second. Oh, your channel. Okay, you guys, we're gonna crowdsource this and see an opinion. I haven't read this yet. I was thinking along the lines of comedy skits and reactions. I want it to eventually grow into a channel that has a focus on something that everyone can enjoy. I like it. I think everyone likes entertainment and you know, likes to laugh and have a good time. So I like it. I'd like to see what you do with it. Yeah. Let me know when you start the channel. Send over a video. I'll take a look. Yay. Okay. Jolene, I made a lot of clothes for my sister's Barbies and made a dollhouse for her. At least you made something. I haven't made anything. Okay. I haven't made anything. Nick, are you mad that I gave you a shout out? Now I could just be like sad and be like, you don't want the shout out? I just want to talk about you, Nick. I hurt you, Nick. You've been here forever. So let's see here. I found her. Thank you. Oh, Luna. Oh, are you talking about Jen? Sewing Report? Yay. Will you do me a favor? It's always like really nice to know if someone else recommended like a channel, or you're being introduced to someone's channel because of someone else's recommendation. So thank you for listening. But if you go leave her a comment and say that I sent you, or you found out about her from me, that would be so awesome. Just because like I want her to know that, you know, I'm talking about her and I love her stuff and content, and you know, I am sending people her way just because, you know, she's my friend. Okay. What else did I miss? So I think it's kind of funny. I had planned to talk about this. I don't really believe that I've changed your life. I know that's sarcastic, but it's fine. You guys, okay, let's just talk about this for a second. I said earlier, like I'm like a nobody. I'm like, I'm not special. So if you think that my saying your name on screen for a couple seconds is gonna be helpful or beneficial to you in some way, yeah, happy to do it, because in reality, that would be nice if someone did that, and you're already taking time out of your day to come and say hi and be here and support me, so I appreciate that. So when and if I can, I mean, that's super simple to do and show my support back for you. I don't know anything about your channel, can't recommend your channel, but you know, if that's all you really needed and that helps you stay motivated or want to do more YouTube things, then yeah, why not? Okay, let's see here. Oh, good, Briella, I'm so happy that you're gonna go start your YouTube channel. I think that's the hardest thing, is just getting started. So really happy to hear you say that you want to get started. That is the hardest thing. Anything else that I want to mention? Oh, yeah. So one of the reasons that I wanted to do the live stream, you guys, is I wanted to get to know some of you guys. I know a lot have come in recently from, you know, from Kimberlea's channel, and you don't know me as well or anything like that. So definitely want to give you guys the chance. Like, I want to get to know you guys. And I did put on the community tab earlier. I was like, where are you guys active? Because I don't want to force you to be on YouTube if that's not where you want to be. Like, I want to interact with you and find out more about you guys. So if you guys are on Twitter and you really like it, which most of the people do not, it was funny, you can find me there as Shelly Saves The. If you are on Instagram, which the majority of you said that that's where you want to be communicated with, you can find me there as Shelly Saves the Day. If you want to be on Facebook, which some of you said, you can find me there, you know, facebook.com/Shelly Saves the Day is my page there. So definitely happy to connect with you guys on whatever platform you guys like. Briola, what kind of sweets do I like? Cakes and pies and whatnot. So here's big, I'm not huge into chocolate, but I do like pastries. So sometimes I'll like muffins and danishes and stuff like that. So I like more fruity based ones a lot of the time. So those cheese danishes with blueberries from Starbucks or something like that. Delish. I love those things. Yeah, I do. Well, all those things, like donuts, croissants. I do like chocolate croissants. You know I'm on Twitter. You're on there all the time with me. Okay, you have to be making a joke because there's no way. Like, yeah. Let's see here. Do I like pies and do I like cakes? Yup. I'm such a fat kid at heart. I love all those things. I like things that taste good. But I also can balance that out. I like savory things too. So I like a good, you know, bacon cheeseburger. What's my favorite song? Thank you, TDK Gamers. I like, man, I know this is like a little bit old school, but I still like Where's the Love with Black Eyed Peas, you know, when Fergie was still there and Justin Timberlake was in that song. I like Don't Stop Believin', before Glee, after Glee, any Glee version, you know. Yeah. Imagine by John Lennon. I definitely love that song too. Edge of Glory, personal favorite from Lady Gaga. There's so much of what she's doing that I really, really enjoy. So Million Reasons is one of my favorites. Really, really like that. Okay, yeah, Jolene, you stayed. You hung in there like a champ. So thanks for staying up. Have a great night. You guys, this has already gone on longer than I thought it was going to. I had some stuff I was going to talk to you about, but I don't think I have time this time to do it, but I'm just going to let you guys know there are some more giveaways coming up. And did you get rickrolled? Dude, okay, when I was learning to code, and this is just a personal aside, I was practicing learning how to work with APIs with, I think it was called Music Man or some service like that, where you could go in and query their database and like bring back all this information, and it would like bring up a video. And of course, like just to be smart, I would do it where like if it returned no results, it would forward you to Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up YouTube video. And I thought I was being like so creative, and then they said last year, like, you know, when someone else was doing the same project, they did the same thing. So I don't know what it is, but it is just tradition that you just have to put that in there. I don't know, do you guys love that song? I still love that song. I groove to that song. And it's always so surprising sometimes, you know, when I see the voice and then hear the body that it's coming out of, and you're just like, that's such a mismatch. But I love that. I still love that song. But that was just a quick side. I was going to tell you, sorry, you guys, there are multiple giveaways that are coming up, and I did ask you if it would be better to do it for anniversary or if it would be better to do it for a subscriber count. Here's one thing that I was afraid of doing with the subscriber count. So when a giveaway ends, there's usually a huge drop-off in subscribers of people that came only to your channel for the giveaway. And it makes me a little sad because, but it also makes me happy because the next time I do a giveaway, then it's still a concentrated people who actually care and not a whole bunch of people that are just gaming the system, you know what I mean? And so I was saying this in my last live stream that I almost want to do a giveaway, and I'm going to say I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to say like it's going to be in my video in somewhere in January, because I kind of don't want to put it publicly, because then all these people who are just looking for giveaways come in and subscribe and then leave. You know, I kind of almost, I know it sounds bad, but I kind of almost want to make it harder for them to find it, so that the people who are regularly watching the videos actually have a higher chance of being able to win. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You felt the hurt when you said that? Yeah. So it hasn't even been, let's say, 24 hours. So just to prove a point, I had screenshotted the number of subscribers that I had kind of when, you know, maybe the giveaway ended. And I would say even since then, not even 24 hours later, there's been like 200 and something people drop off. And so a lot of the rules on giveaways, if 3 months, no, I wouldn't do that long of a giveaway. I would at most like 1 month probably. But no, you can always tell when a giveaway is over, because you can see people's subscriber numbers go like this, and then as soon as they announce it goes like this. And so yeah, not even 24 hours and like minus 300 people. And if usual math is right and you lose about like a third, then I could lose like several thousand subscribers that were just there for the giveaway. And then it would be really stupid of me to do a giveaway for hitting a certain subscriber number when I won't be at that subscriber number for very long. Does that make sense? Which is one of the reasons why on Twitter I had put like, this may be like a fleeting moment in time, because I'm just gonna immortalize it and capture it. And it was like when the Social Blade page had gone from like, you know, a number in the 13,000s to just breaking and hitting 14,000 subscribers. And then it went up to like 400 or 14,200, and now it's, I think it's back down to like 1450. So like I said, it's been like 300 subscribers. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do the anniversary. And like I said, the anniversary of the channel, the month is also my birthday month. So I kind of feel like it's kind of a good reason to celebrate, right? It's like, it's my birthday and it's my anniversary of my channel being up. So I think that's a good reason to celebrate. And I don't think hitting a certain subscriber number will probably be the reason. But I am excited because I have purchased a whole bunch of stuff. I'll think about this a little bit more for some of maybe more of the men out there that watch my channel who may not be as interested in winning makeup, but maybe you could give it to girlfriends or you know, sisters or whatnot. But, and I'm not judging if you want to use it for yourself too. You do you. That's totally fine. No judgment here. But I would feel bad if you win and you're like, oh, and disappointed, even though I'm giving you free stuff. But I do think about that. So I will think if there's something instead. But I have some stuff. I'm really excited. Like I said, I bought the Jaclyn Hill palettes, and I bought some Christmas stuff that was from Sephora. And I feel bad, but it's Christmassy stuff, but I bought it at the, you know, thinking I was going to do it in December, and then the other giveaway happened, and I was like, oh no, I got to do this giveaway, so I'll save these presents, and now it's probably going to be in January, so I hope no one feels bad that they are kind of Christmassy. I would hope not, but I don't know. Sorry, I missed the stuff here. What type of music are you into? Like really cheesy, disgusting, happy pop. I think I've said that before, like Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, you know, all that stuff. Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, I guess the divas. But I like a lot of other bands too, like Maroon 5 and stuff like that. Thank you for the virtual hug, I appreciate it. Yes, I agree. Anniversary. How would you do? I don't know that one. Some YouTubers have a thing that if you unfollow, you can never enter their giveaways again. Starring. I've heard that's a thing. I've heard that's true. And I have feelings on that. I kind of feel like I wish that I could do something like that, because I don't want people who are just there for a giveaway to win. And if they were excluded from ever entering again after unfollowing you, it would be nice, because it would give the real subscribers and people that care like a real better chance at winning. But I also know that it is possible that there are some people who unfollow may come back and actually be interested in the content and be a good subscriber. So I know that's difficult. So I don't want to dictate what should and should not happen. And I guess there are a lot of people out there who are really selfish and in it for themselves, and I don't think that they ever do feel bad, but I just do wish they would think sometimes about what they're doing to like creators who are really like, we're really trying to give back to people who are loyal. And it's always a little bit heartbreaking if the thought that someone could win that absolutely cares nothing about your channel. And like I said in the last live stream, like there were some people that won my last giveaway, and I'm a very small channel and everything, and I never have heard from those channels or from those people again, which made me a little bummed. But like, I guess it kind of comes with the territory. Maybe that was my fault for expecting too much from people. I don't know. But yeah. Jolene, do I have any tattoos? I do. I have one. And you know how people always tell you that when you get one tattoo, you probably want to get more. It's addicting. I think that's a lie. I don't think that's true at all. I had one and I never want to get another one again. So just putting that out there. Okay, you guys, I have rambled on far too long. Very excited. I am going to make a video. You guys already know my anniversary and birthday month and all that stuff is coming up in January. And so there's going to be a giveaway video in January. And I'm very excited about that. I don't know if I'll make it public or announce or anything like that, but you guys know the inside scoop now. It's coming in January, my birthday month. Yeah. What is something that you struggle with on YouTube? Oh man, there's so much I struggle with, but time management, all that stuff, hurtful comments, mean people, people who unsubscribe. So yes, all of those things are things I struggle with on YouTube, and then having enough time to actually film and edit, respond to all the comments, all of that stuff. So I hope that answers the question. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry, there's something going on with my phone. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. Please come back and leave a comment if you want to, because all these comments are gonna go away. And if you, before you go, hit that smash on that like button. Would appreciate it. You guys have an awesome day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.